D-Roy Cruz here, your life applications officer. I didn't plan to talk about any of this, but today I watched a video of my boy Brandon Tatum. And I encourage anybody who's Democratic. I encourage anybody who thinks that they have been wronged by racism. Anybody, you know, Brandon Tatum's a scholar. You need to listen to him. The other guys, they just say, throw up their hands, but Brandon Tatum will educate you. And I need to educate Brandon Tatum on some things, but Brandon Tatum will educate you on a lot of things because he does the research. So I ask you to go to his channel and check it out. Brandon Tatum is on the job. Okay, he's a good man, and he's talking about everybody and everything that is sounding stupid. Okay, and I seen some videos today where he was talking about, he showed this woman on TikTok trying to make up what race and slavery was all about. And Brandon Tatum set the record straight. Let me tell you, he set the record straight. Go to his channel and see his latest videos. And then I watched one from the Five, and I watched one from CNN on Whoopi Goldberg, Fox News, Fox News, CNN. I watched about 5 videos on Whoopi Goldberg's what was it? Her apology for talking like Jews were just white people. Was it Jews? Yeah, the Holocaust. Jews are just white people. They're not Semitic. And I thought, this be, like this, not only have I ever understood, and I hate to be rude, but like when I saw her on, I seen her do stand up, and there was a couple of stand up shows of her that I watched. Like, oh, that's how she got in there. She's like one of the pioneers of stand up. Okay, when she was younger, she was doing stand up. Okay, that's how she got started. Okay, and then when she did Sister Act, remember Sister Act, where she was undercover nun. Oh, that's my show. I could watch that over and over and over and over again. But something happened to her after she left Sister Act. Not only did she, okay, but she got too. Like, God, like, shut up and worry about yourself, Whoopi Goldberg. Shut up and worry about yourself. Instead of me saying black people this time, I'm going to say that Whoopi Goldberg is one of them kind of black people that is ignorant. If your parents, grandparents, whoever, ain't going to really sit you down and explain to you what racism is, then they need to shut the, how does Brandon Tatum say, shut the front door. Okay? Okay? Or like my friend Keith says, say good night. Say good night. Good night. Whoopi Goldberg, good night. Go to take your A to bed. Okay? You don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? She's ignorant. I realized that in all of the, I realized that one of the problems in America is that we got ignorant people in politics. We got ignorant people teaching college, teaching high school, elementary school. Okay? That was another video I watched today of some of these. No, that was yesterday. These teachers, oh my God. Okay? This is why it's not good enough to have education if you ain't got no education about the Lord. Woo, hallelujah. I'm preaching. If you ain't got no education about the Lord, let me say what the most sexiest Christian girl I've ever seen said. Okay? And I'm not going to give you her name because, you know, she's just a little white country girl that's much younger than me. But the sexiest girl I've ever seen do Christian music, local, that I've actually been able to shake her hand and give her a hug without it being me trying to be creepy. Okay? This woman said, if you don't know Jesus, and she's a college graduate, she's a psychologist. She's got like I think 2 degrees in psychology, and she did actually go to school for music, and she's really good at it. And you know, she spent some time in college. Okay, she got a couple PHs, couple of them. She said, if you don't know Jesus, you're an educated fool. And that's what's going on around us today. All these people, you know, like Don Lemon. Don Lemon, shut up. Pull that dude's hicking the dog out of your butt. Okay? Stand up, fix yourself, take a shower, you know, stop being a beta male and go lift some weights. Join the military. Do something with yourself, Don Lemon. Okay? People, everybody from this local woman that Brandon Tatum was talking today, all the way to Joe Biden. They got Joe Biden up there, and he don't know what day it is. Wednesday. Well, I mean Thursday. And Al Qaeda. Oh, I mean the Taliban. He stuttered more than DeRoy Cruz. The kids. Well, they're not really kids. They're adults, but they look like kids. The meat is cooking in the pot. She's in there flushing the toilet. The dog is barking. But like I was saying, here's the deal. Joe Biden. Oh my God. Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe, everybody's calling him. Okay? He gets up there. He's got power. But it's not coming out of his mouth, because when it comes out of his mouth, you need an interpreter. What is Joe talking about? Like, what? Okay. I don't know. But Joe Biden is a puppet. I mean, Barack Obama, and I'm not trying to just hate on Democrats. The Democrats before Bill Clinton, I kind of looked up to, and I was a Democrat until Bill Clinton. Like, I looked up to the Democrats before Bill Clinton. When Bill Clinton went in office, I said, hold up. Hold up. You know, and it wasn't just because of his situation with Monica Lewinsky. It was other things. But that was my last time being a Democrat, is when, what's his name? Bill Clinton stepped down from office. But Barack Obama was a puppet too. He just made it look good. He put a little, like all the black comedians put it. They say, oh, you know, Barack Obama was a pimp. He had a little nigga in him. You know he had a little nigga in him because he put up a swing set. Yeah, that was ghetto. But they were all puppets. And I'm learning this. And I'm learning this late, but my God, man. This country, me and the Uber driver was just talking. And, we're talking about how dumb Pittsburgh is. This is Pittsburgh. And we're talking about how dumb Pittsburgh is becoming. Pittsburgh is becoming pathetic, is the word. Pathetic. Everything from laws about living and laws about, everything from our court systems and our school systems. Now, hold on. Our school systems ain't as bad as the more, cities like Chicago and what's going on in Los Angeles right now and all like that. Out that way, in the more warmer states. But, and I don't know what's going on in New York. I don't hear them, up on the fire yet. But, Pittsburgh is horrible as far as crimes committed in schools. As far as young people, back in the day, we used to bully each other by slapping each other on upside the head or throwing cold water on each other, or something. But today, okay, somebody bully you, you're going to be maimed for life. Somebody will hit you with a meat cleaver and they're calling it high school bullying. No. Those are criminal charges. That I don't care how young the kid is, he made a criminal offense. He got to be going to jail somewhere. Okay? But anyway, do yourself a favor. Whoopi Goldberg is ignorant. She don't know the difference. And she said it. And you know what? She tried to apologize for it. You know what? People need to quit apologizing and be honest and have enough guts to admit that they're racist. To admit that they don't really like the white people on The View that they sit next to every day. They need to be honest and say, I'm a victim and I'll always be a victim and I think everybody owes me something. And I think that anybody that ain't a victim like me, this is what the bus driver told me. Remember that video? He told me if I'm not a victim, I'm not African American. That's what he told me. Oh, if you ain't suffering from slavery, brother, in 2022, you ain't African American. You need to listen to more Morgan Freeman, Shelby Steele, Brandon Tatum, my man Anthony Brian Logan. My God, Tommy Sotomayor, with all his perverted, nasty mouth, got more common sense than... And I noticed that people that have money, and I'm closing right here, people that have money don't go and rob the 7-Eleven by gunpoint or break into people's homes because they got a home. They got a really nice home. And they know that by going to prison, they're going to lose their nice home and leave that home to somebody they don't like. They got a little bit of common sense. But at the same time, while they're living large and living good, especially these Democrats, they just talk dumb and they're leading people astray. We don't need to focus on racism. We're not born into racism. Racism is a mindset and a religion, like Shelby Still said. It's a mindset. It's a religion. It's called the religion of racism. And this is what really, excuse my French, pisses me the F off. These white people that call themselves Democrats, and that's why I really hate the Democratic Party right now, not because of black people, because of white people. They keep telling you everything is racism. This black Democrat ain't even calling it racism, and these white people want to get on there like this lady today that Brandon Tatum was viewing her video. She gonna say, everything is slavery. Everybody's being mean to black people. Meanwhile, Whoopi Goldberg don't appreciate it. You still just white trash to Whoopi Goldberg. She don't care about you saying that. She still thinks that white people, no matter how much money she probably makes more money than everybody on The View because of all her good movies and all that stuff, but yet she's a victim of systematic racism. And yes, money is a big thing because back when you were slaves, you didn't live on money. You lived by the slave masters. And when Jim Crow was here, you couldn't get certain jobs. Just ask Sidney Porter. You couldn't get all these different jobs when Jim Crow was here. I got relatives that'll tell you how the South was late at letting a lot of stuff go. Okay? Like I know an old man that just recently died about 8 years ago. And he clearly said that he left the South and moved up here to the North because the white man wouldn't let him ride a bulldozer when he was a youngster. They wouldn't even train you to ride a bulldozer. He said he found one white man that would show him how to ride a bulldozer, and they was like, "What'd they show you that for? You're not going to ride a bulldozer. You're not riding a bulldozer, buddy. You're staying in the field." He came down here to the North and started his own aseptic tank company. Well, not company, but he bought an aseptic tank and started his own business cleaning out sewers and cleaning out like trailer homes and stuff like that. A plumbing job. A messy job that paid good money. Okay? And I used to live on his property. That's how much money he was making. He had trailers. He had his own trailer park. Okay? Dude had money. And his brother has had money too. They had their own churches, had their own little companies and all like that. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't go running around here, yelling about racism all the time. They just couldn't figure white people out when they had to, when business got slow and they had to actually go back to working in an electroplating company or something like that. They just couldn't figure white people out, but they didn't just sit at home and complain about white people all day and then open their mouth and say something ignorant and stupid or write it in a book like Whoopi Goldberg and then turn around and you got to say more racist stuff to back it up, to clean it up. It's ridiculous. I will never, ever be controlled by the things that I think are racist towards me. I will never let anybody, not even my worst enemy, control my love. These guys that mugged me, I see these guys on the street. I see them on buses. They never got put away. Okay? And if they were white, I'd give them the same respect. I'm not going to go after them. I'm just going to be ready for them when they come after me again. And they looking at me like, "You look familiar." And I'm like, "Yeah." I almost said a cuss word. "Yeah, fool. I look familiar." Okay? Yeah. Punch me in my eye again, see what happens. This time, I don't care about the paint. I'm just going to get you. But I'm going to have a lot of holes in my skull by the time I get me one. I just want one of them if they come after me again. I just want one. I just want to leave a message. Just leave a message. Okay, and I want to make sure it gets on the news. They mess with the wrong blackie. Okay, they mess with the wrong blackie. Okay, but anyway, if you think that this pandemic is all good and we were supposed to be done with this a long time ago, and we're still controlled by the mask mandate and fighting over the mask mandate. We're going to war. You got violence on the streets, and meanwhile the police ain't allowed to intervene. You gotta really, 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 really actually kill somebody for them to even even put cuffs on you, let alone sentence you. You gotta kill somebody. It ain't good enough to hit somebody upside the head anymore. We're finding out now that if you hit somebody upside the head with a pipe and they still breathing, and you black, you probably won't go to jail in some of these Democratic states. I don't know if that nonsense reached Pittsburgh yet, but from what I'm hearing, people are leaving some of these other Democratic states and coming to Pittsburgh because things are getting so crazy. The world is getting crazy. And the more and more, the only thing that makes any sense is Jesus. Because when Jesus can actually save you. And even if you get saved as a black person and you still have a problem with white people, it doesn't control you like that bus driver who got up in the morning and said, "This is racist day." Okay? He worried about, George Floyd. George Floyd is dead and gone. And Derek Chauvin is in prison. What's your problem, man? You know what I'm saying? But he needs to bring it up. He needs to make an issue out of it. He gonna make me walk all the way up to the front of the bus so he can preach to me. Because he woke up this morning with this on his mind. He ain't no relation to George Floyd. He don't live in the same state as George Floyd. He didn't march. He didn't protest. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything but listen to the news and say, white people, 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 white people. And some of the best people I know are like sucked into this. And I get sick of it. I'm sick of it. The world is going crazy, and if you don't think it is, you're an idiot. The world is going crazy, and if you don't think that you need to rethink the party that you're in and rethink the man that's in office right now and rethink the black community and rethink the Democrats, if you don't think you need to rethink all this stuff, you're an idiot. And your education ain't doing squat for you, man. Your so-called activists, trying to help people and trying to do the right things, ain't helping anything. You can't even say the right things. How you gonna do the right things? Whoopi Goldberg ain't doing nothing but taking her money and being racist with it. I am DeRoy Cruz. I am your life applications officer. If you don't think this world is losing it, and if what's going on don't bother you, you don't see a horrible end to this story, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. You got to be an uneducated idiot fool. Even Bill Maher is waking up and saying, hold up, hold up. Even Rihanna is waking up saying, hold up. But see, if things get bad enough, we'll have revival. Like we had at Y2K. We'll have another one. Then things will go crazy, and then we'll have another one. And long as the Lord tarry. But he's coming back. And I don't care if he comes back another 2 to 10 centuries from now. I want to be ready, or I want to go to my grave ready. Because this is real and this is sad. All at the same time, it's real and it's sad. And it just changes everything. And I think that's what they want to do. They want to change, everything. And I don't mean to sound like a conspiracy theory, or theorist rather, but this beast system is here. It's already here, or it's right around the corner, however you want to put it. It's here more than ever before. Years ago, we were hitting and missing, but right now, I feel like my grandkids might suffer the great tribulation, or their parents might suffer the great tribulation. It's getting crazy. But like I said, I am D. Roy Cruz. I am your life applications officer. I have to be. Okay, because I have to contend for the faith, because it's the best thing. It's the only thing we got left. The only thing we got left right now is Jesus. Your science ain't doing it. Your atheism ain't doing it. Okay, your evolution ain't doing it. Okay, take some of that science and some of that evolution and refund the police. Take some of that science and evolution and bring peace to the streets. But other than that, shut your mouth, because you don't know what you're talking about. We don't care about all this little chitter chatter. We care about what makes changes in this country. Because this country, leave it up to Joe Biden, it'll be a third world country, and he'll still be saying, well, here's the deal. Okay, look. I am D. Roy Cruz, your life applications officer, and I'm out. God bless you. Thank you for watching.